Continue our coverage here at Live 5 News as we track Tropical Storm Debby moving closer to the area, at least the center of Debby moving closer. We've been experiencing rainfall from this system as early as Sunday night. So the rain just continues. It's a little more scattered now, a little bit lighter for most of us. So some good news there, but we still have some changes on the way over the next 24 hours. Looking live outside, though, nothing but clouds because of Debby, of course. The high temperature below average today, 80 degrees. That was it. If you needed a break from the heat, you definitely got one. Of course, we had to trade it off for some flooding. Not so great there. Average high is around 91 degrees. As of right now, this is what we're tracking with our radar. You can see we have warnings still intact. Also, that heavier rain really pushing inland now, spiraling into the Midlands, eventually, of course, filling up those waterways and then flowing down our rivers. That's something else we'll have to keep an eye on. Even once Debby is gone completely out of the area. We still have flash flood warnings, though, in effect through 10 o'clock. We'll see if these postures change here through the evening as rainfall kind of amps back up. We're already seeing a little bit of a hint towards that. Live radar right now, zooming out, getting a bigger picture here of Debby. You can see that we're starting to see some of that moisture fill back in as we spiral around here, that circulation of Debby. So what does that mean? More rain to come. I know we've had a bit of a break, definitely not as heavy with the rainfall as last night or this morning, but we're not out of the woods. Look how close Debby is right now. This is our 8 o'clock update that I just showed you from the National Hurricane Center, but you can see the center is actually offshore right now down to our south. So it is not far from us whatsoever, which is why we have that continuing flood chance over the next day or so. It is still moving extremely slow, east-northeast at around 3 miles per hour. Eventually expected to make landfall late tomorrow night, early Thursday morning. Once again, main impact for us. That's just going to be additional rain. We've already seen a foot of rainfall in some spots, around 4 to 8 inches more possible. This is why a future tracker here just showing that outer circulation band after band, not as consistent as what we picked up last night or this morning, but still embedded with these scattered showers, heavy pockets of rain. So we are not completely out of the woods yet in terms of heavy rain. This is 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see a few portions of the low country here, seeing some heavier pockets as that circulation spins around the low country. It's all going to depend on where the center is and where this makes landfall in terms of rainfall amounts for tomorrow. Once again, late tomorrow night, early Thursday morning. It's our time frame for a potential landfall across our coastline. This is around early Thursday morning, actually. You can already see some drier air starts to wrap into the system. So some good news. We're almost halfway there. We just have about 2 more days to really be on alert for any sort of flooding issue, because any additional rainfall, of course, will cause some problems. Still have a flood watch across the entire area, and you can see our rainfall forecast, like I mentioned, anywhere from 4 to 8 inches. 8 inches being the very high end of what we could see by the time this is all said and done. Moving into our Friday here, you can see our rainfall totals really range right around 3 to 4 inches for most of the area. But if we get one of those heavy pockets of rainfall, those totals could really spike. But once again, things really improving toward the end of the week. Friday starting to clear out, temperatures also starting to rise. We are back to those summer temperatures by the weekend.
And in Eugene, major flooding has come to the French Quarter Creek, but just how